Hello everyone, welcome to Chaudhary Data World channel. Today I am here with three new DAX functions. Those are generate, generate all, generate series into this particular video. So let's get started with the video. So here we are having these three DAX functions from the table constructor group. That means these three DAX functions are used to create the table with having different sets of options giving to us. So first one is suppose generate. If you are having so in this generate function you can pass two parameters into it, table 1 and table 2. Similarly for generate all also the same thing goes into it. we will be first we will be first using here, suppose generate one. So let me take a new example. That is, suppose in this particular data model we are having tbl1 as the first table and tbl2 as the second table. In tbl1 you can first observe that it is having two columns, that is id and col2, and rows are represented as row 1, row 1 1, row 1 2. 1 is in front because of the table 1, 1 2 1 3 1 4 1 1 5. Now this TBL2, for this TBL2 we are having row 2 1, row 2 2, row 2 3, row 2 4 and row 2 5. Correct? So this is how the both of the tables look, and whatever we are going to apply we'll be applying ahead. So what we'll do, we'll navigate to table tools, we'll click on new table since these are table constructor options. So first one we will see, that is table underscore generate. We will rename it as. Now we are having DAX function, that is generate. Now this DAX function is expecting two parameters, that are table 1 and table 2. It's a straightforward. You just apply table 1 tbl1 comma tbl2. Fine. And once we wrap up this bracket, it will give you the Cartesian product. Now here one technical terms, that Cartesian product. What does it mean? Since the column with id already exists in table table. Okay, just let me rename this column again and then recreate the table since it's throwing some error. What we will rename it as table underscore or generate underscore tbl. Now we will pass generate function to it, in which two parameters, that are tbl1 and then comma tbl2. Wrap this bracket, click on enter. Hopefully it should create some. The column with name id already exists in the table and table. Okay, so it's complaining that both of these functions, both of these tables are containing same column name. So that's the issue it is facing to create. So suppose tbl1 we are having here, also id is same, and for say this one also the id is same. What we will do, so what we will click on tbl1, we'll click on it and then edit query, so that we can rename this whole table. First we'll rename it as id1 and this as whole. Now let's close and apply and check if works. Now if we want to create the table, for that we will just click on table tools, new table, narrate tbl, generate function tbl1 comma tbl2. Click on enter. Now you can see that the Cartesian product of both of the table 1 and table 2, it has been generated. What the Cartesian product mean is, suppose you are having 5 data into TBL1 and then 5 data into TBL2. Cartesian product between both of the table will become 25 rows into it. How this 25 rows becomes is forming here, what it will take the first row from the first table, first row from the second table, then again first row from the first table, second row from the second table. That means it will cross multiply. Let me explain you by on this. Suppose you are having row 1, let me row 1, column 1 value, column 2 value, column 1 value, and then column 3 means this is the data we are having into that, and then column 4 means here what I'm trying to explain you, that we are having suppose some table in which there are 2 rows into it. The values are having 2 columns also into that table. So first value is 1, that means first column value is 1, second column value is 2, 3 and 4. And similarly, suppose you are having another table which is also having 2 rows and 2 columns into it. So let's take it up: 5, then 6, then 7, then 8. The Cartesian product, how it will be, it will first take 1, 2. Now this 1 will be taken with this one will be taken with 1, 2, and then you can see here that generate table. Fine. So 1, 2, and then it will go ahead and then 1, 2, and then again 1, 1, 2. This is the first product. Second one, 1, 2, and then it will go into the sorry, it should be 1, 2, and then it should be 5, 6, 5, 6. Fine. And then again this will remain 1, 2. It will get multiplied with this second value into it. It will become 7, and then it will become 8. Again it will come to this particular one. In this, what it will do is it will come to 3, 4, and then 5, 6. How it is becoming, you are getting right, that first it has taken this particular one, and with the combination of these two, now it is taking this particular one, it will again take up this combination. So this becoming 3, 4, 5, 6, then 3, 4, 7, 8. So this is the whole table, how it will be formed after the having Cartesian product. So since we are having 5 data into table 1 and 5 data into table 2, it is giving 25 rows in total with having different combinations into it. So you can observe this here. The other option, the other DAX function we are having is this generate all. Generate all will also do the same. For that, what we will do, we'll click on new table. Generate all TBL. For that we are having suppose generate all DAX function table 1. For that we are having TBL1 comma TBL2. You will not find any difference when created, because this particular generate all will also react same as generate if you are passing the tables into it straightforward. But if suppose you are using a related table, we are having another DAX function, that is related table. So if suppose you related table, if you are passing over here, then what it will do is, let me pass another table value TBL2. It will check for the common values into common IDs. Suppose if you are having the data into table 1 and table 2, so it will check for the common values into both. If it finds any common value, it will create the table with those common values. That means it's, if you are aware of the join, that how join works, So it's nothing but if suppose you are having one table and another table, two tables in front of you, the data into first table and the data into second table, whatever the common data it will come out, it will be taken as the inner join. So it reacts in the same way. So tbl1 and tbl2 has been taken consideration into, and it's forming you this particular table, right? That means all the IDs are common. Since the all the IDs are common, that means 1 1 1 2 1 3. That means you can see here in TBL1 also we are having 1 2 3 4 5 ID. In TBL2 also we are having 1 2 3 4 5 ID. So since all the data is common into as per the basis of ID, so it has been taken care into this generate all TBL. If any ID would be different into some particular table, it will discard that particular data. So that is all for this generate all. And another one, the last one, that is generate series. For that again we will click on new table. It's another option to have table generation. For that we are having now generate series, in which start value and end value you need to define. Suppose 2 is the start value, end value is 500, or let's keep it simple 15, and on the step of 2 incremental value is 2. So how it is, what the parameters are telling, the table it will be created will start from value 2, it will end up at value 15, and the step which will be applied after means after 2 it should be 3 ideally, but since the step 2 is applied, so it will become 2, then 4, then 6, then 8, and it will go till 15. Like this it will create a static mapping table for you. So you can see here it's same 2 4 6 8 10 12 and 14, right? So hope this is clear to you guys. If any confusion, let me know into the comment section. Thank you so much for watching the videos. Stay tuned to the channel for upcoming DAX functions. And if you found this video helpful, kindly like to the video, subscribe to the channel. Thanks once again.